If you're not at $10,000 a month in revenue, ignore Shopify altogether.
Mhm.
If you get to 10K a month in revenue and you've got, let's call it 2K in EBITDA profit, maybe, I don't know what the average EBITDA margin for an Amazon business is these days, but you're probably running between 15 and 20%, I would hope. If not, you got to raise your prices or reduce your COGS. It's hard to run a business on a 10% EBITDA margin. You just don't have a lot of profit there. So if you're making 10K a month, you only have $1,000 in profit if you're at a 10% EBITDA margin. But if you're sitting there at 2K a month or more on that, or let's say you're doing 100 grand a month in revenue and you got 20K, now you have money to expand. And Shopify will do by default 5% of your Amazon sales. The same way Walmart will do by default 5% of your Amazon sales, just from you being on Amazon. So I have a little soap company. I slapped up a little website for it, simple Shopify website, got it ranking in Google for its brand name. And it does literally to the number 5% of its Amazon sales. I don't run any ads. I don't run Google ads. I don't run Facebook ads. I don't run Instagram ads, nothing. It just does it from people searching for the brand because it's going pretty well on Amazon. So if you just build out, the other benefit is if you ever want to sell that Amazon company, if you have an email list, if you have a Shopify website and it has any amount of sales, you've increased the multiple that you can sell that brand for. So you now look like a real brand. You're diversified a little bit. You got a little bit of income coming from another channel. So I would say, minimum 120K a year Amazon brand is when I would start thinking about Shopify. Before that, it's irrelevant. And frankly, if you're at 120K, you probably can double or triple that on Amazon without doing anything on Shopify. So it's like, I believe in the old saying from the American South. I probably said it on this podcast before. I need a better analogy. It's kind of mean to the ponies, but feed your stallions and starve your ponies, man. Starve your ponies and feed your stallions. So Amazon's your stallion. Feed it. Can you double that with the same amount of effort that you would have used to open up Shopify? Yeah, you can. So double that first. Then look, at some point you're going to want to expand. Shopify is a great expansion tool, but you don't have the skill set. You don't know how to build a store. You don't know how to build landing pages. You don't know how to make ads. You don't know how to run emails. You don't know how to there's some skills that you got to acquire. And so it's like, you're a specialist at Amazon. You're not a
Yeah.
generalist at e-commerce. And eventually it makes sense to do so. So I would say, if you get to $500,000 a year in revenue on Amazon, it's time. Before that, you could argue.